the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Wisconsin's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react to play. So this can certainly open things up later.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in a dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
And the Badgers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport that this crowd demands to be entertained. And they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Complete.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
He'll set up to throw. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Judkins. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they'll try to tack on two. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to slam in. He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Badgers are in the hurry-up.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Locke. Zings it complete to the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Look at this. He's going to catch it right in front of his own goal line. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once
looking to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. On the ground. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Coming after him. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Takes the handoff. It's Malusi. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for us.
The give out of the gun.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
The Badgers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Slips through the line. And there he goes. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
That play right there is the type of play that will get offensive coordinators fired. That single run right there wiped out a huge chunk of their offensive production today. That was the equivalent of the Great Depression for this offense. That running back should be benched after making a run like that. You've now got to find a way to galvanize your offense. Somebody else has to go out onto the field and not make bad decisions like that guy just did.
3rd and goal from way back there. To the air, it's Howard. Wide open downfield. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using the quick game. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He's looking to throw it. Caught near the sideline. It's Ibuka. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Looking at a second and short now. Quick strike complete.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Can't get him to the ground. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ibuka. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Buckeyes are on the move. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Second and goal for this offense. Dropping back, it's Howard. Looking for the score. And it's caught! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible managers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Going up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. On second down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. You've already... You got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Howard. Good timing on the quick out.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On second down, looking again to throw. Release to the back. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks. But
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Handoff to the lone back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Ball goes out of bounds. The onside kick is unsuccessful, and they'll take over after the penalty.
Kicking team.
The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw the flag. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys, understanding I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Looking to pass. It's locked. Fires left. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Feeling some heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding?
Picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Inside the 30. 10. It's a fumble on the play.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David. and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering, and getting a first down. That's how you do it.
On second down, they'll take to the air. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
And the Badgers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Dropping back, it's Howard. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback extends the play. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. In a world of trouble and not making it any better. And down he goes. A terrible sack taken by this quarterback. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Strong, firm tackle. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they got him for a safety.
And these quarterbacks, they know they're playmakers, and they can make big plays, and so that you see more dancing nowadays, and he's dancing. He's got his dancing shoes on. He's going backwards and moving around, but at some point, we got to know to pull the trigger, throw the football away, not keep floating all the way back to the end zone, getting tackled, giving up the safety.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Back to pass, it's locked. They've got the screen set up. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35? I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Fast motion from the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when we decide to run it.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. That last play is the epitome of why you have to have a short-term memory. Just forget about that one. Nice move to stay on his feet. Across the 25, he's got room. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
You go into conservative mode when you get this backed up, obviously, in such negative situations as an offense, but that's a really nice job. I mean, you probably were like, hey, I'm just going to hand it off, make sure I don't throw an interception, make sure nothing bad happens. But how about that? You still bust out a big play.
They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll give it to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Badgers send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From the gun, the ground game. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And they're faking it. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right?